Hi, it's Martin and welcome to another video on my Knit365 YouTube channel. Today is an end of year wrap up and 2021, it's been a bit of a crazy year, isn't it? We've had lockdowns, failed holidays, lots of work, working from home. But throughout all of it, there's always been crafting and there's always been you lovely people, which has just been great. So it's the 31st of December today. It's the end of the year and I thought I would just sit down and share a little bit of my progress throughout the year. What did I work on? I've done a little montage, which will be coming up shortly, that will show all of the projects that I worked on. But I just thought I'd sit down and have a bit of a chat. I've had a bit of a finishing frenzy. We'll polish that halo, and I've got a couple of finished objects to share with you all, which is fantastic. I don't know what number finished objects they are. I can tell you how many I've done in total, which we'll come on to in a minute, but I just thought I would share a snapshot of the things I finished in the last couple of days. Some of them I started and finished in the same day. I've got a quick look back on my 9 in 9. So what did I say at the start of the year I was going to do? 9 in 9? I don't know why it's 9 in 9. My 9 box grid thing on Instagram. I'll cover that in a minute. So I don't think this will be a particularly long video, but I hope that you've got a cuppa. I'm eking out the Christmas cup. The Christmas tree is still here. So I've got one final coffee in my Mr. Cup. And yeah, I hope you're sitting comfortably and enjoy a little bit about what I'm going to share with you. This is my Rory cardigan. I made this last year, not this year, that's about to finish today. And it's one of my most loved knits. It's just a very simple cardigan with a roll neck and I'm obsessed with it. I just wear it constantly. So I think I'll be making another one of these in the new year. But let's quickly rattle through what I've made then. So let's do non-baby stuff first. I've made two things for work. I work for a big corporate financial services company, and as part of our charity fundraising, one of the departments organised a promise auction where they asked people to make a promise to do something to help someone, and then someone would make a bid effectively for that promise. So I promised to make a barbel hat and a toft creation. So the lucky bidders, they were two separate items. So whoever bid for the barbel hat could choose the colours and I would knit it for them. And whoever bid on the crochet toy could choose what animal they wanted. So my two lots sold and I made £70 for charity from my two knits. Oh, my two projects. So I did these the last couple of days. So this is the barbel hat by Donna Smith. It's a pattern that's just gone viral. Everyone in knitting circles, I'm sure, will have seen this. But it's a very simple hat with a Fair Isle pattern or Fair Isle design of the sheep. So I did this in Drops Alaska. And it's super cute. And my colour work, I think my colour work is really neat. I'm really, really pleased with it. And it's much better than the barbel hat I've made for myself. But I've done that one. So that's going to get, it's had a block and a little wash. So that's going to be ready to be packaged off to the successful bidder. And I forgot to ask if they wanted a pom-pom or a bobble. So Mark made the bobble, the pom-pom, not me. I don't know what do you call it a pom-pom? Do you call it a bobble? I think that would look super cute. But I don't know, like on my one, I don't have a bobble because I'm not really a bobbly person. I don't like it bouncing around on my head. So I haven't put it on just in case they're not bobbly people. But I thought I would make one and then I can send that to the recipient. It's got two long lengths. So all they need to do is just get a sewing needle and thread that through the top and then just tie it on the inside so they can attach that themselves. So I made my barbel hat and that was a project I did in one day. So that was the day after Boxing Day. I started it in the morning. I got up to the rib while Mark's mum was here. Then we took Mark's mum home and then I did the rest. Super speedy project. Loved it. And then the second person bid for a toft toy and they asked for a lion. So I've made Rufus the lion and he's just the cutest. And if you followed me on Instagram, I did a bit of a tease because I made him and he had these kind of big ears. And when I looked at him, he looked like a mouse. So I put it on my Instagram stories. What am I making? And no one guessed a lion. Which is why I love how you can just customize the standard form of the Toff toy. So he's got a super cute little tail. And then, yeah, this mane. So again, this was a 1-day make. So I did this. No, I tell a lie. It was a 2-day make. I did all of the body, head, body, arms, legs, ears in 1 day, and I sewed it all up and stuffed it. And then the second day I added the tail and I did the mane in these chain stitches. So finished Rufus. And then my final non-baby knit, it's kind of baby related. So our good friend Saskia is also having a baby. I think I've said before, we have 3 babies due. Baby 1 is here. I'll talk on that in a minute. So 2 babies due now. And I decided Saskia's having a wild animal theme nursery for her baby. So I made Natasha, the 2-toed sloth. And she's just, look at that hair. Absolutely bonkers. And this was another 2-day make. So I did all of the head, body. No, I did the arms, the legs and the body 1 day. And then I did the head and the eyes and then all the sewing up yesterday and the little claws. So this is in a Toft kit. This is in the Toft Aran. And interestingly, Rufus is Toft DK. So this is their double knit yarn. And Natasha is Toft Aran. So this is the large size and the standard size. And just by changing the wool thickness, going from a double knit to an Aran, you can see quite a big difference in the finished item. But Saskia's got a wild animal themed nursery for her little one and loves really sort of natural colours, which you'll see in a minute when I come on some of the baby stuff. So I just thought this was perfect. And I had this kit earlier in the year when I bought Natasha the Sloth, the patch. So part of my patch projects, I've made Natasha to go with the patch. I don't have the patch with me to show you, but it looks like this. And I love these. Look at these super cute eyelashes. So I've made another Toff creation. So they were my, the last couple of days, I've had a bit of a finishing or a bit of a making frenzy because I've done all those since the day after Boxing Day. I'm quite pleased with myself. And then just to finish off, so some of the baby knits that you've seen me making. So I think I've shown these off before, but I'll just show them off quickly again. So this is the Fuss Free Baby Cardigan by Louise Tilbrook. So we have one of those. And then by Kelly Van Niekerk is the Baby Vertebra cardigan. And then in the Bo Peep pattern book for West Yorkshire Spinners, Sarah Hatton made, or has some lovely, lovely patterns. So I made a cute little hat for niece number 3 and a couple of pairs of booties. So again, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen I've put some photos on of a similar kit that I did for nephew 1. So effectively each family grouping has 2 cardigans and a hat and booty set. So I finished that for niece 3, who is due next week sometime. And then for Sask, we've got the same. So a cream cardigan and a brown vertebra, along with Natasha the Sloth. Variations on a colour theme. And then I've just finished this morning 2 little booties for Saskia, which will go with the kit, and there will be a hat, but I won't finish the hat today, hence why I'm sitting down now chatting to you. So I've been super busy finishing off all of these little knits. I finished these before Christmas, all the cardigans, but I hadn't gotten around to doing the hats and the booties. And my plan was, because I knew I had to make, or I knew I wanted to make, I don't have to do anything. I knew I wanted to make booties and a hat for the baby sets. And I knew I had those promise auction goodies to make as well. I've decided to pause the baby blankets for the last couple of days so that I could finish a kit for niece 3 and then a kit for Saskia. Because then I can give these over. They can have these as a little gift. And then obviously, you know, for my niece and nephew that are here and due to be born, I'm making baby blankets as well. I thought if I get all of these little things finished, I can then go on to the baby blankets after that. So that's my plan. So I'm going to start the hat that goes with this kit while this video uploads. And then once that's finished, it'll then be all downhill into January to get the baby blankets done. I'm just over halfway on one of the blankets, so I've still got a bit of a way to go. But you'll see those in the new year. So that's all of the things that I've been making. And I've had a quick tally. And I've got a video montage, as I said, coming up shortly that will show you all of the things I've made. But in 2021, I've made 28 things, which is not too shabby at all. If you count the baubles as individual items, I've actually made 51 things. That's pretty good going. And in fairness, the baubles, they all need to be done individually. So either 28 or 51, I don't mind how you want to count it. But I kind of looked back and I thought, I've not really finished anything. Like, I did my West Knit shawl, shawlography for the Mystery Knit Along, and that's the biggest thing that I finished. I've not done any adult jumpers or cardigans, and I was kind of looking back through my photographs to see what I'd made. I was like, what have you spent all your time doing? And then when I actually looked back, so I did 2 kids jumpers, I've done 2 lots of gloves, I've done 8 Toff toys, I've done 2 hats, a scarf, 10 baby things together, 1 shawl, 24 baubles. I forgot then, I don't know how I forgot this, in June and July I made 139 Pride keyrings, which you'll see coming up, which meant I basically lost most of June and July to making keyrings. I discovered my sewing machine at some point this year as well, so I've made three sets of curtains, a set of bedding, some bags. So I'm completely at ease and fine with all of the things I've made this year. And when Mark kind of says, oh, where are we with that jumper? AKA, can you speed that up, please? It's always against the backdrop of, but the babies are coming and I've got to make all the baby knits. So I'm not stressing. I'm really pleased with what I've made this year. I've made quite a lot and quite a lot of variety, as you'll see. But next year is going to be the year of the jumper, I think, because I've got loads of things that I want to make. We'll touch on this in next week's video when I talk about my plans for 2022. But very quickly, my Instagram 9 grid that I set myself for this year, I haven't finished anything on it. Best laid plans and all that. But on my 9 grid, I've started my bow sarong sweater. I've got about this much left to do on the body and then just the sleeves. I've started Mark's Aran jumper. I've done the ribbon. I've started Mark's Argyle sweater. I'm about halfway up the back. And I've started my Babette blanket. I've done about 1 row of squares. So I've started lots, I haven't finished anything. This is why I've got 18 works in progress. But I do have wool to make a bubble jumper. I've got wool to make a love note. And I've got the wool to make it's a Hoey Locatelli pattern. I can't remember. I'll pop it on screen. So I've got wool to make lots of projects, and I think that's going to probably be my same list. But I've made some progress. Things will be, I'm hoping that I am going to do in January. I promise, I keep saying it's coming. I'm going to do the Confessions of a Whipaholic video where we get all of my project bags out and we go through all of my whips, because I don't know whether it's 18 or more or less. So we're going to find everything and there's going to be 3 or 4 things that we're going to frog, and I've found some new patterns I want to make with them. I want to finish these. I can finish my jumper and Mark's jumper, his Argyle one and my bow swan. They can probably be finished January, early February. We can have a good start to the year. So that's my plan. But yeah, it's been such fun this year sitting down, and while we've been in lockdown and the world is still getting back to normal, to sit down and chat with you and share all of my crafty adventures. So thank you so much for you all being here. My little corner of YouTube has just grown immensely, and I'm thankful so much for all of you to be here, for subscribing, for liking, for commenting. It really does mean the world to me that you're all here. So thank you so much for that. And if you are watching this and you have just found me and you don't subscribe, please click that subscribe button. It really does help me to grow my community, and I love having you all here. It's been a fun year. We've been on some yarn tours. We've been to the Unravel Festival. We went to Yarndale. I'm going back to Unravel in February, and I'm going to be recording more blogs there. That's going to be exciting. I met Irina from Fibre Chats, which was brilliant. And if you haven't seen my Fibre Chats video, I'll pop the link below in the description box. Please go and check that out. It was such a fun 45 minutes chatting to Irina about how I got into knitting. And a small brag, mine is one of the top 3 videos of all time on her channel, which is just amazing that so many people have sat down and watched my little video with my chat with Irina. So lots of different things I've done this year, as well as my making. I've kind of tried to grow this channel slightly and give you more of the content that you've been asking for. I'm going to do a separate video next week that will kind of talk about my year ahead. We'll talk about the whips at the same time. So hopefully that'll be next week or the week after. But I'm going to wrap this video up now. You're going to watch the montage of all of the things that I made. So I'm going to say goodbye now. I hope that you enjoy having a quick look back. If you've been here for the year, you will hopefully remember lots of the things that I made and that are now going to come up. And if you're new here, I hope that you will enjoy some of the things that I've made. That's the typical content on this channel. That's the kind of thing that I get up to. Bit of mix of knitting, crochet, bit of sewing. Hopefully going to do some more sewing in 2022 as well. I really did enjoy getting my sewing machine out and having a go. So I hope that you're all well. From me and Mark, he's not here, so he can't come and say Happy New Year like he did in the Happy Christmas video. But from me and Mark, thank you so much for being here. Happy New Year to you all. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, celebration, party, whatever you're getting up to. And if you're watching this and it's 2022 already, Happy New Year to you. I hope that you had a wonderful time and that the year ahead is full of wonderful things for you all. So I'm going to leave it there. Watch the montage, and I will see you in a few weeks or a week. I'm not really sure. But I'll see you very soon. So until we speak again, happy crafting. you.